Nah, I know when I'm sitting here, nah, I'm nowhere where I need to be. I know where I want to be. If people think I'm there, nah, I know where I need to be though. So
Yeah,
it's you're always gonna be harder on yourself. It's really just getting that confidence
it is, man. And believe
and
in
relying
yourself,
on
Confidence is
man.
small
key,
wins.
bro.
Yeah.
Confidence is key because I look at a lot of the times when I was the most unhappiest in my life is when I also had the least amount of confidence in my life as well, you know. So I do believe those two things correlate. It's hard when you are confident because when you are confident, you look at failure differently. You know, when you're
Oh yeah.
not confident, you look at failure like, dang, I suck, I'm terrible. But when you're confident, you look at failure more like, okay, I'm gonna learn from this, and it's never gonna happen again. I'm never gonna feel that way again. I'm not gonna miss this again, you know. So it's just a different mindset, bro.
Yeah.
And when I truly became confident and I truly fell in love with myself, that's when things changed for me and things looked up. I don't need anything to validate me. And you know, I know me. I love my frat to death. Even
Mhm.
how often do y'all see me wear it? Like at one point, I needed that to validate who I was. That was my identity. Now
Yeah.
I don't need it. I don't need that. I don't need LOE. I don't need the podcast. None of that can identify who I am anymore. Now I'm Trey the motherfucking Trey. You know what I mean? That's just
Yeah.
honestly how I feel. And like once I started feeling that way, I was good. I was good. And I can tell like we saw you as AB, but now you see yourself as AB. You know what I mean? And then same with have you ever not had confidence though, bro? Because if you didn't, you played it off well. Because I always feel like you were confident, bro.
Me, like
Yeah.
confidence at what though? What do you mean? Because you gotta
In
think.
life, like, I've never seen you, and maybe because I'm a little brother, I've
Mhm.
never seen you not display confidence.
Well, in times, okay, in high school, did I really have to have a lot of confidence? I knew I wasn't gonna play football, so I knew, okay, my clout ain't gonna come from football team like everybody else. Because I guess in my mind, I knew where I didn't look at those guys as better than me. I can't sit up here and lie and say there wasn't times where I'm like, okay, I wish I had that rub a little bit of being a football player, but I knew I wasn't gonna be that because I knew I wasn't gonna play. I didn't like as much as mom put that in our head, like, oh, if we get hit in our spleen, because we did have an enlarged spleen, that
Yeah,
it
it
could,
wasn't that
but
big of a
that
deal.
it wasn't that. I knew I didn't want to do that much work after school, bro. Like I didn't want to do that. Yeah, football players, bro, out there in that heat and all that, and I'm just like, I'd rather do the shortcut to get to the bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I feel like some guys, no, for real. Think about it. Anthony tell you, I feel like some guys strictly tried out for the football team just
Just
to
get
be
money.
on the team, just to get girls. They knew they weren't good enough to be on the fucking
Yep.
football team. Like, I was faster than a lot of them guys, bro.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
knew I couldn't take those hits. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a little dude. Like, I wasn't trying to. So I knew it was about me knowing myself. I like, okay, if I'm gonna beat those dudes to the girls, cause think about it, in high school, that's all it was. It sounds shallow now, and everybody could be like, oh my god, that was your only thinking. Yeah, cause we in the business in high school?
Yep.
What else was we doing in high school? We was trying to pass and get girls. So I knew if I'm gonna beat them to the girls, I had to do it with this, my mouthpiece. So I developed that from high school on. Like I knew I had to. I didn't have the status of them, and I knew I wasn't going to college. I knew once I got in the real world, also, I wasn't. I would have the leg up on people who were going to college. Because now I jumped right into the fire. Because back then, Walmart and shit was like all these jobs was cutthroat. You was going in there with grown men. They ain't give a fuck. Like there wasn't no politically correct type stuff. There wasn't these procedures and rules put in place for jobs back then. Bro, they could call you a black MF back then, and you just had to stick up for yourself. Like it wasn't no, oh, let me run to the manager. This dude said he'd be like, I didn't say that. Now you looked at as a dude who's gonna complain. So is you gonna complain? So back in '02, bro, when I jumped into that workforce, oh, it was cutthroat. Like it was dudes, grown men, literally threatening to whoop my ass after the shift. Like these dudes was grown men. I'm talking about 50-year-olds. I was 18. Like so, when I hopped in that thing, like he'd take like it was time I should have been fired a long time before I was. Cause I was on some. So that's what we doing after work. I would punch that clock, wait for the motherfuckers in the parking lot, just to let them know I may be 18, but you ain't gonna pump me. But
Yeah,
see
ain't gonna be that
now,